Wow, we got some breaking news right now. Elliotte Friedman dropping a bomb, a jaw-dropping bomb here, as this is huge news when it comes to the Vancouver Canucks. But before we get started with what Friedman said, welcome back to Gillis TV. If you're new to the channel and like anything NHL related, from news, trades, rumors, anything from the insiders, we take a deep dive down there and we try and figure out what teams are thinking and report the news. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, as we just currently gained one. So now we're 431 away from our goal of 1,000 subscribers. Thank you guys for all the support of late. I haven't seen my channel pop off like this. I appreciate it. Now, earlier today, it was rumored that the Vancouver Canucks and Elias Pettersson were back to negotiating a contract extension with the player, and well, now we know why, as this is the jaw-dropping part from Elliotte Friedman. According to multiple sources, the Vancouver Canucks and Carolina Hurricanes had discussions about Elias Pettersson that advanced to the stage where both the Canucks and the player needed to make serious decisions about where their relationship was headed. The Canucks ultimately decided in favor of another attempt at extending Pettersson, which doesn't mean that offer's not on the table still from Carolina, whatever they were brewing up. So they have another attempt with Pettersson, and he is facing the possibility Vancouver could move him. Allowed agents Pat Brisson and J.P. Barry to resume negotiations. Previously, the talented forward indicated he preferred to wait until after the season. No extension is complete at the time, but that certainly is momentum in the direction, as Daily Faceoff's Frank Severelli reported Wednesday. Should it be completed, it will allow the Canucks a very clear picture of their future cap situations heading into next week's trade deadline. So this is huge, because if Vancouver is having talks with other teams around Elias Pettersson, they are willing to move him if they can't get a contract done sooner than later. They don't want him to walk via free agency, which would suck for Vancouver. They put a lot of time into Pettersson, and Pettersson's that one player. He's a superstar player. There's no doubt about it. That if Carolina's going after him, this is breaking news. This is one of those things that we might see a John Tavares thing happening, where he's going to wherever he wants to go after his contract's done. And Elias Pettersson, as much as I don't like Vancouver, you're a superstar player. If you get drafted by a team, you should be able to stay with that team until you're 32, 34 years old. Then move away. Kind of like what Patty Kane did. They were going into rebuild mode. He's like, hey, I don't want to be part of this. Thank you, for all you done for me and all that. I respect that. I don't respect guys leaving after their first big contract because they want to go somewhere else and play for their hometown or whatever. You're a superstar player on that team. No wonder the fan base hates you when you leave. Why do you think John Tavares gets booed and whatnot? So hopefully Vancouver can figure this out, or there will be a huge trade to announce possibly before the trade deadline if they can't get an extension done. Because if both the management and player needed to pick what they wanted, what they wanted to do, means that trade was almost done. They were one phone call away saying, okay, let's do this deal and whatnot. But Carolina, is a team to watch out for now, knowing that they're targeting Elias Pettersson. They could be targeting other big names. I know a couple people in my comment section before, when I did a Carolina video, were saying, hey, let's trade, Teuvo Teravainen. He's not really he's on the fourth line right now. And then you got Jesperi Kotkaniemi. I love that name, by the way. My wife laughs at that when they're playing the Oilers and they say his name. But he's on the fourth line, so maybe those two, maybe a Martin Nikes. The haul for Elias Pettersson would help Vancouver out in ways, and also give them draft capital that they spent on Lindholm. So, like I said, this is kind of breaking stuff that, hey, they're having these talks with Carolina, and they're going to attempt another extension, but if it's not done by the trade deadline, that could really mess up the Vancouver Canucks plan, and they might actually trade him. Like I said, they'll get a lot for Elias Pettersson. He's a superstar. But at the end of the day, we'll see what happens, and usually Friedman is on the ball with this stuff. So I'll keep an eye out throughout the week here until trade deadline, but that's it for me. Have a good one.